everybody. Welcome back to Red Wine and Wit. I am Jody.
And I'm Denny.
And today we are super excited to kick off 2021 with a fabulous new wine to try. Woohoo!
Oh no.
Oh no. Where's Aiden when we need him?
What you hear is our friend Harvey that we programmed to be at 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot.
To clean our floors is doing his job.
He is. But I made him stop from my phone. Yay! Right. Sorry about that. So anyway, as I was saying, we have a fantastic wine to kick off 2021. And I'm super excited to try it today. So woohoo! Let's get on with it.
I think you really wanted to just go big.
I know. It's the biggest bottle of wine I think I've ever seen.
For the new year.
For the new year. Well, it is my birthday month. So definitely want to have enough for celebrating all the good things in January. I love the month of January. You know why?
I couldn't imagine.
Well, besides the fact that it's my birthday, it's the month that has all of the possibilities like in front of you for the whole year, right? So I think that's really like the coolest thing about
So we had a discussion
of
whether we should close the windows or not. And
oh my gosh.
Jody, being the hopeful person she was,
I'm just a hopeful wisher. What can I say?
Yeah, it'd be no problem. They're gonna be fine.
He was over there in the office.
They won't ever get, because she doesn't realize that this is the time period where everyone's walking the dogs at 5 o'clock.
I know, they really
before
are.
the dust time and before it really gets dark outside and people have gotten home.
I know. I just didn't expect him to be all crazy like that. I know.
Always.
I don't know why I thought that. Oh my gosh. Does it seem like a complete comedy of errors whenever we get on the live thing? That's just, if we were just shooting this instead of
he's going to be barking on that one too.
Okay.
See, he's already looking at the window.
Go! Oh my God! You are incredibly crazy. Just
note this for future recordings. Whenever you go back to look at all these, that Denny has always said you should do these things.
Well, that's probably true, Denny. But here's the thing. I don't know. I think it's more exciting to have it on live video and then just see what happens, and then it makes for a much funnier video. That's for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
So, but anyway, as I was saying, I love the month of January because it's like the month of possibilities. Like nothing has happened yet, and we can wipe the slate clean of 2020, and now we're kickstarting like a whole new year. So the possibilities are endless, really. So many things can happen, and you're hopeful that the good things will happen more than the bad things. So that's just my take on January. I like January a lot. I just always feel so hopeful at the beginning of the year.
It's like a brand new school year.
It is. It's like a brand new baby year, so it hasn't been jaded yet. Hasn't gotten old enough to get crotchety or, narcissistic or any of the bad things that a person can become.
You wiped out all your grades from the last semester, and now you're in the new semester, so you're back to 100%.
100% pure love. Yeah, all that.
So with that segue,
well, I wanted to read a little bit about
that wine.
The wine real quick, and I have this pulled up, so I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to bring this up. Okay, it says it's a modern smooth red. Hello, horsepower. So I'm expecting to be, a little bit bold. That's great. These rich reds are gunning with rich, ravishing, and refined flavors and practically bursting with sumptuous charm. Wines that are rounded out with a smidge of oak age are standard here, like Zinfandel, Grenache, and Tempranillo. So that was the Naked Wines website's description of this type of wine. So I'm excited. It's it's Daryl Rex Groom, DRG, right? The Pinot Noir from the Russian River Valley in Sonoma County. So this is California. And this, I don't know if you can see that or not, is the special edition. So this is the gift bottle they gave me in my December Naked Wines delivery box. So this one was free to me. Yay! I love free wine. So let's go ahead and pour some out. I already did open this. Yes.
She couldn't help herself.
I couldn't wait. What can I say?
She's seen this big bottle of wine. Says,
It was calling to me.
I wonder what that tastes like. I can't wait till Tuesday.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so first of all, let's take a look at this color. All right, so I got my light on this time, so you can kind of see it's a pretty nice looking red. It's very deep. It smells jammy. Like you need any help with that. That's too funny.
Wait, gotta get my mustache right.
Get the mustache straight. That's funny.
I say it smells pretty
Okay,
good.
I can smell. Woo! I can smell the oak, and I can smell that jammy flavor just from smelling it in the glass. Yeah, it smells strong.
I don't know if it's taste or smell oak or anything.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna try it.
I do agree with the jam.
Woo!
The jam type.
Woohoo! That's an explosion in your mouth. That's an explosion of flavor. What do you think? You like this? Yeah, that's a very jammy flavor. It's not sweet. It's got a hint of sweetness that it kicks in the back. It's really bold on the front of your tongue. It doesn't have that velvety mouth feel that I like in some of my good cabs and some of those nice red blends that I like so much. You know, that velvety feeling that you get in your mouth from some of the wines? It does not have that, but that's a Pinot thing. So I was expecting that. Yeah, it tastes really good though. It's nice balance.
It's like a deep grape.
Mm-hmm. A deep grape.
It says 13.9 on an alcohol percentage level.
That's about right. It's a little higher than some, but not unusual.
It says it's a one-off special blend.
Oh, yeah, it's a special edition one, so it's not one that you see all the time. So, yeah. But I think it has a really nice balance to it. It's not too sweet, but it's not too dry. It is fruity. It's jammy. It's got that oak flavor, and you can smell it when you put your mouth to the glass. You can smell the oak. It hits you right away. I don't know where you're not smelling that. Do you not smell that? This is one of these kind. Pinots are usually aged in oak barrels. So, let's see what it says on the back of the bottle. From my longtime experience and relationships with Pinot Noir grapes and winemakers, I wanted to make a one-off special blend for our beloved and much appreciated angels, which would be me, because I was an angel. This crowd-pleasing, soft, light-bodied, delicious wine is a blend of vineyards that each offer unique flavor profiles that, when put together as one, produce a style I really enjoy and love. I hope my wine tantalizes and excites your taste buds as it does mine. Do you feel tantalized?
I don't know about that. It's a strong word. Let me see. Let's throw it on the Denny Skellometer.
All right, what are you going to give it out of 10, right?
So 10 being like super,
Awesome.
super, way awesome.
And one being oh, please never let me have that again.
Yeah, one being, don't ever
give me this wine again.
You have to pay me
to drink it.
to drink that one.
I might pay you to drink something with me sometime.
Let me see. Let me think. Where would I put this one at?
I want to go with an 8.
Don't sway my vote.
I'm sorry. My bad. I won't. You don't have to listen to mine. You don't have to listen to my opinion.
7.5 then. No, wait.
Were you going to say
7.8.
7.8? Were you going to say 8?
I was going to say 8, yeah.
See? That just means that we agree. Can we not just agree on the fact that the wine is really good?
Here.
You're not here to agree with me? Oh my gosh.
No, but I do think, the funny thing is, it almost feels like a grape that I've had.
You probably have a Pinot Noir grape.
Because I know, like, grapes that we buy at the grocery store are not wine grapes. I get that.
No, they're not.
But I mean, it tastes like a grape, kind of like not exact, but when we used to get the cotton candy grapes, and it had like a nice, unique sweetness to it.
Yeah. Okay, so that's a varietal of grape. It's a hybrid that we found. Was that just in California, or did we find them here? I can't even remember where we had.
But I mean,
those.
like that kind of example of like a hybrid type of grape for consumption that kind of like meets this taste to me.
Interesting.
Like I think you probably brilliantly like actually said it when it says like a jam.
Yeah.
Because then you think
jam grape.
Then you think of what jam jelly tastes like.
Exactly. That's the smell. It
sort of goes along that lines.
That scent.
It's like if you were to eat the grape
peanut butter
that
and
made
jelly
jams.
Sandwiches. Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, because when you smell that, and I say it smells jammy, it harkens back to that smell of grape.
Well,
jam.
I can just imagine spreading it on bread.
Yeah, like you're having a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Doesn't that sound delicious? Yummy. I took a big swig that time. Oh, that's really good though. I like this one. Are you down with this one too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look how pretty it is. It's got just like a hint of brown tint to it. It's a really nice, it's really hard to see that. You know what we should have? We should have like a light that we could put right behind the glass so you can really see through it. Because that's when you can really see. See, if I raise it up to the light, you can really see the different colors that are in there. It's really pretty. But it is a really nice, pretty red wine. It's what did he say? Full bodied, but it's really kind of a lighter full body, which I agree with that. I 100% agree with that. Because it's not heavy, but it is full bodied. It's got a really nice
It doesn't
balance.
have a bite.
No.
It is soft.
Yeah.
It is soft and smooth, but it's not like something's going to rip down your throat.
I'm telling you. To me,
and it doesn't.
There's certain wines that do that, and it's mostly whenever I think of the ones with bite, I think of like the Shirazes from like Chile.
Or even like
Australia has some that are pretty spicy too.
On the white grape side, like the Chardonnays.
Oh, the Chardonnays just taste like oak to me.
They just got like a bite towards your glands. It's like, I'm here. I don't think this one.
Well, we have a Chardonnay.
I don't think this one necessarily wakes up your glands to where it's like over salivating. It's just nice and subtle.
I think so too. I think it's bold, but not so bold.
I think it's good
enough
to where you could be able to have it with a meal.
Oh yeah,
and be fine with that.
Yeah. I think it'd be great with like steak. We had steak last night. We could have had some of this wine. Dang, didn't think of that. I don't usually drink wine while I eat. I drink wine before and after I eat. Does anybody else do that? I don't like to drink wine while I'm eating.
But
it's weird, unless I'm eating dessert.
I think the reason why they do wine pairings with food is because of the taste buds that combine.
That just made me think of something. I'm gonna go get something. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. I'm stuck in the set. Hold on. Let me go get something because this is a good opportunity for you to check this out.
I have no idea. She just ups and leaves her own show. Who does that?
I'm coming back. Hi, doggies. Here I am. Okay, so.
Oh, chocolate.
Yes, because, and see, if you've watched my videos before, you've seen me bring this chocolate on here. And this is the really good dark chocolate. So it's lower in sugar and higher in actual cacao. All right, so this is 85%, right? All right, so, and this is why you do pairings, because And this is going to be really fun for you. This is what I want you to do. Dun, 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 dun. All right, take a bite. Don't sip it. And because I think that the dark red wines and the dark chocolate are actually really, really good together. It really enhances the flavor of the chocolate and the wine. It's the craziest. The first time I ever experienced that, I was like, what? That shouldn't even make a difference at all. But it does. It really does. So now it's my turn. Yeah. What do you think?
Makes you want to have the chocolate wine.
Nuh-uh. Okay. He's talking about the chocolate wine. That stuff that's like red wine with chocolate in it. We found that for the first time in Germany. Okay, it's good, but it's like candy. But this is different. These two things enhance each other and complement each other.
I don't know. I think it's just chocolate makes everything better.
Well, you're not going to get any argument from me. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so that's a really, really good Pinot. I'm pretty satisfied with that. And I'm guessing that you are too, Mr. Denny. Now, if we saw this in the wine store somewhere, which we probably wouldn't because this is a special edition just for Naked Wines, which means I could go onto the website and order some more if I wanted to. So, I think that this would be one that I would definitely want to buy again. It's a nice wine. It's a very nice wine.
I guess it matters what you're going for.
Mm-hmm.
Because you always go for a red blend.
Yeah. Or a cab. And sometimes I'll do a Pinot. Especially over a Shiraz. And I really don't like Merlot. And that's really crazy to say. I should not
what about
say
a
that.
Malbec?
I don't know. Okay, so that's one of the things I think that I will focus on in this new year is trying wines that I think I don't like, number one, and number two, don't know anything about. Somebody gave us...
You don't like rosés.
We just had a rosé.
But you don't like them as much.
I like them, okay? They're okay. They have their place. They do. They have their place. So somebody for Christmas just gave us a Bordeaux, which...
We did Bordeaux when we were in Germany.
Did we?
From France. We used to get the French...
Well, yeah, they're... Yeah.
We used to get the French bottles of wine from France. And they had Bordeaux all the time.
I didn't think we got Bordeaux because they're usually more expensive.
Well, they're good.
They are good.
Depends. I mean, every wine.
Well,
depends.
We are definitely going to try the Bordeaux this month. And we also got another bottle of wine. It's a Chardonnay from Josh Cellars.
And you said you don't like the Miraz? Is that what you said?
The Shiraz?
Shiraz? Okay.
And it's not that I don't like them.
You don't like, you like
them.
Merlots?
The Merlots are like, well, okay, let me rephrase that. It's been a while since I had a Merlot that wowed me.
But it's been a while. You didn't like Chardonnays either.
I used to drink Chardonnays all the time.
You definitely did not like Chardonnays.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of Chardonnays because I've had other white wines that are better. So I'm like, why would I drink Chardonnay? So I've moved away from Chardonnay because I found Pinot Grigios, which I like a lot better. And we found things like, when we were in Germany, we found like the Gewürztraminer. We found other white wines over there that we had plenty of, and now I can't remember the names of them.
Auslese.
Yeah, the Auslese. Oh, that was so good. And that was a sweet one. So, I mean, I didn't think I would like sweet wines. And again, I'm going to make 2021, this year, the year that I try wines that I think I don't like. Starting with that Josh. That Josh Cellars. I had one Josh Cellars wine and I didn't really like it. So We'll see what the other ones are like. That's how I'm feeling about that. I'm expecting to not like it. That's bad, isn't it? Okay, I shouldn't judge a wine by its bottle.
Well, it depends. Boone's Farm?
How about some Bartles and James? Yeah, might as well just go back to that.
If Boone's Farm comes out with a Pinot Noir, how apt are you going to
Oh,
try that?
you know what the modern version of that is? Alizé. My mom loves those.
Or a what they used to do that advertisement all the time for like around New Year's, Asti
Spumante.
Yeah.
Now that is like a champagne. It's the
Yeah.
Spumante, right?
But it was like
And you liked those.
those are a different type of wine too. Brut.
That's champagne, yeah. But then, like, are you thinking about something that comes out around the holidays? Those
Not Bar. You said Bartles and James,
I did
but
say Bartles and James.
I'm trying to think of some ones that were like we were. Well, you know what the most. You know, it would be so the bottom level of wines, and I don't even know if they can even really be considered in the wine level.
I don't know. Mad Dog?
Yeah. is that's like
What's that other stuff that's the
that's
Jewish
like the
word?
winos drink.
Mm-hmm.
Mad Dog 2020.
Mad Dog.
Oh.
I got drunk on Mad Dog 2020 one time.
Yeah. Not a good experience.
Oh my god, it was worst. It was the worst. I need to stop covering my mouth.
Mad Dog.
But that made me want to barf. Just thinking about it.
For those who are
So
Mad
bad.
Dog lovers, I'm sorry. I guess
I'm not trying to dog on your drink,
if
bro.
you're equated to wanting that and that's your thing,
Man,
I just say
cannot.
that's just, oh my gosh, I don't know.
oh my god.
I don't know.
Yeah, I remember I was like not too far out of high school, like a year or two out
I
of
don't
high
even know what they
school.
make that out of. What do they even make that? What kind of grapes?
Mad Dog?
Is it just whatever?
I'm not even sure Mad Dog's actually a wine beverage. I think it's a green alcohol.
Grain, probably.
I just remember being at a
And Boone's Farms is like, I don't know what
Boone's
that
Farm is like a wine cooler, man. It's
wine cooler. or
yeah,
something.
it's like that's what happened to wine coolers.
So here's the
I
thing
think.
about wine coolers.
They were so good. I loved them.
Okay.
When they actually had
So-
wine in them, they
so-
were great.
Every time I ever tried to have like a wine cooler back in the day,
Remember Zima's?
yeah, every time we had something like that, it automatically give you a headache.
I know it's all the sugar. Zima didn't have the sugar in it, but
It's like
the Bartles and James did have
it's
a
like
lot
you're
of sugar
just
in it.
asking for punishment.
Yeah, it's like
Like it made it like it was a fun thing
it's so easy
because
to
it's
drink.
bubbly wine,
Yeah.
not champagne.
It was like a beer. Well, now they
Well,
have beer coolers.
Well, then you get into malt liquors.
The malt liquors, right?
Yeah.
And that's kind of what
Then you get
wine
into
coolers
malts,
became.
which is not really a wine.
Right, it's not wine. But when they had wine coolers, the wine coolers were delicious and went down really, really easy and really, really fast. And
No,
then
Rio Niti.
Reuniti, because it feels
That's what I was
so
trying to think
good.
of. I was trying to think of Rio Niti.
Oh man, you know, and I had a flash that that's what you're
You
thinking.
know, we say this like we sit there and joke, right?
Yeah.
But okay, there he goes.
Wait.
Come here. So we don't know. These people could be reinventing themselves,
Who?
like Rio Niti, and
They could, but they have not.
but they could, like they could, like.
Carlo Rossi.
I mean,
You know, like,
think
they've been around for a long, long
of things
time.
that have like alcohol wise that has sort of reinvented themselves to be in premiere.
Who's done that? He's hiding from me
Well,
right now.
I could think to myself, like there's like cognacs that's like come out of the woodworks.
Whoa, like
That used to be like not a big thing, and then all of a sudden they become a big thing because they're on music videos.
Okay, I remember.
And,
Okay, this was like 20 years ago, so I'm really dating myself. Not
like
like that.
Courvoisier was not a big thing.
Right, and Henny became like the big thing.
It was not like a thing until all of a sudden now it's a thing on videos and stuff. Then they started to get like special reserves.
Ah, they did.
You know,
I remember-
Crown. Okay, Crown used to be like in the bag, and it was a great thing, right?
I loved my Crown.
And that was not a low standard. And let me not say that it didn't start out low, because we know Crown was top shelf. It was already top shelf.
Actually, it's not
But-
considered top shelf.
well,
It's blend.
Back
So,
when we were
but
growing up, when it was in the purple bag, it was like that was like top shelf, right? When you go to the bar, Crown was,
Crown was
top shelf.
top. It's
but
not
they
top,
thought, but then it started
premium.
becoming the regular Crown used to be like not so top shelf anymore, right? So then they had to have Crown Reserve,
Oh, and that stuff is good too.
right?
It's good. It's good.
And now you start to like look at like aged. Everything started to get aged.
Aged in oak barrels and all that kind of good stuff.
I mean,
Yeah.
even like
I had that on.
even on what they call it, the Jameson. Now that's always, I guess, been like that.
Oh yeah, it's always been that.
But they've had where it's like the 10-year reserve, the 15-year, and they go to the labels. So what my point being is that yes,
it's kinda like a rock
yes,
band.
Zima is gone out of style, or
It's so sad. I really
just like
Zimas.
Jordache, right? So it's gone out of style a long time ago.
Gloria Vanderbilt jeans.
But the deal is that these things have been able to reinvent themselves, right? So who knows
what did Zima reinvent itself to?
I'm not saying they have yet. I'm saying
but they could.
right, because
They could and they should.
just because
They
we
should
think
bring
to
that shit
ourselves,
back.
just because we think to ourselves a fashion or fad goes away, it comes back.
Well, we've already seen that crap. Oh my god.
Even wine coolers came back.
I know. Bartles and James has a really fancy website, by the way.
And I
went
think
there
even
and
like
checked
when
it
I
out.
grew up and like I was like, drinking beer, Red Dog, right? I think I seen one time
those?
those are
In
Red Dog
Ice House.
Reserve
What?
at one point in time. So okay, the point of the conversation is that yeah, your these things we speak of. Just understand that in the new day and age, 2021,
Oh,
things can always reinvent themselves.
well, this past
Fads
year.
can always come back, and they can always present something. Who knows? And don't think it's stupid, because when you think something's stupid, it happens.
Remember when we were in Germany
There could be a MD 2020
and we had
reserve.
mixeries? Who ever thought a mixery
you
would
hear
be
what I
good?
said?
Yes.
Who to say that there could be a MD 2020 reserve, 10-year reserve? I know it's stupid, but
Well, they could have something fancier. You know, they could have a fancy.
what if they did?
spin
What
to
if all of a
their
sudden
thing.
MD 2020 was on Mad Dog 2020 was on music videos all of a sudden?
And all like Jamie Foxx and all the hip hop
And it was
stars
the,
that you
it
know.
was the
Beyonce
new
and,
MD
like,
20.
the new
It's
MD
not your
2020.
grandfather's
It's not your-
2020. It's not the winos drink anymore. It's the reserve.
Manischewitz. That was the other one I was trying to think of. I was like, it has the Jewish name. I can't remember. Manischewitz. Remember that one?
What if it
It's
becomes
just like
what if it
Mad Dog.
becomes MDR 2020
What's R?
reserve?
That's funny.
I'm
Why
just
was
saying.
it called 2020?
I don't know. 2020
Oh,
vision goes
prophetic.
wong.
How prophetic, though. 2020 sucked so bad it was like a mad dog.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
Man, it'd be kind of cool to see like some cool things come back, right? There's some things I really kind of miss. Like, okay, I'm not gonna say I missed it, but remember the Purple Passions? And they're still around. They haven't gone anywhere. I remember those. They made me really, really sick. A lot. Bad. But I like the Zimas. And when you would go and order them at the bar, and I forget how to order it, they would put the grenadine in it to give it the flavor. Oh my god. And they were delicious.
There was something wrong with the Zimas, right?
I don't know.
Or they just went out of style.
I think they were in trend and then out
When
of
wine
trend
coolers
very
just
quickly.
Took a dive.
Kind of like Units clothing. Yeah, they didn't last very long.
Yeah, but they
That's
came back
trends.
too.
Units? I haven't seen anybody pull out any
Well,
units. Nobody even knows what I'm
something
talking about when I say
Something similar to that, like onesies.
No, that's not similar. Units was like a type of, it was a clothing store,
Oh.
and all of their
I don't know about
pieces kind of were mix and match, and they were funny. They were hilarious. I had some.
I don't
We
know.
all had some, but nobody talked about it after they went away. They got put in a drawer and went away, maybe to the Goodwill. Who knows?
Well, and okay,
Never to be worn again.
here's another example of reinventing
Yeah.
by virtue of media.
Okay.
Okay, so nobody understood anything about the old fashioned until
my dad brought it out to you.
Mad Men.
Oh, right.
Right? So
Actually,
that is a drink that pretty much was your grandfather's drink that was in the 50s. And
drink,
and it went away, right? And then it became in style. Because
of Mad Men. But that wasn't the only thing that come out of Mad Men, because they had other cocktails
think of it this way.
too.
James Bond films
Bond
made martinis famous. Made them
actually the original James
the way
Bond
he
films,
wants, the way he wanted it.
Well, no. The
Shake it,
original
not
the original James Bond film with Sean Connery. Rest in peace, Sean Connery. We just lost him recently. Oh my gosh. All right. Here's a yeah. So the martini was not fashionable until James Bond.
Right.
Until he ordered it. And that was in the 50s.
Then it became sexy.
Then it became super sexy. I mean, it was James Bond.
But that's what I'm saying about how films, music,
videos,
culture has
culture.
an influence
all of our drinking. All of our
on
really
what stays and what goes.
I remember watching Dazed and Confused in the mid 90s, and that's when the red Solo cup thing was like a thing. That's when it became a thing in the 90s.
You know, I didn't think of it that way. I always thought of Red Solo Cup was, well, it wasn't made famous because of him. He made a song. Toby Keith did, but I don't think
which kind of made
famous.
it famous again, over again.
But here's okay. Speaking of that, right? Okay, Red Solo Cups, right? Like, yeah, whatever. We knew that from parties, and we knew that the way what it is.
Yeah, we grew
and then
up
they
with
became out with different
them.
colors. They said we're gonna do green, we're gonna do blue, we're gonna do.
I loved that.
And then, what do they end up doing? They end up making them mini ones for shots.
Oh, those are so fun.
And using them for drinking games, which is quarters and all this stuff, and pong. They made special ones for. They made games. They made a drinking games that they sold.
Smart. They saw
So
what was happening.
it's like
we're jumping on that train. If they were really oh wait, don't they make the ones for Jello shots too? They make those with the lids that you put in the freezer. That's made by Solo. Those are made by Solo. You could go buy a whole bunch of those at the liquor store any day of the week and go make Jello shots with those. See, Solo wasn't stupid. They saw what was happening. They were out there. They obviously had some plants out in amongst the younger people who were going to parties.
Well, what did they originally start out with?
Party cups.
Disposable cups for going to picnics.
Yes.
And outings, right? Mm-hmm. Was never planned for
parties.
College parties.
They just missed that mark.
They just.
It's a good thing they
became the most famous portable thing. And what did it end up being? In movies. Everywhere, movies. Everyone had a red Solo cup.
Yeah, I don't remember Animal House so much, but I do remember
Not that
old school.
I'm talking about like
I remember old school.
90-ish.
Old school, man. Dude, if you got a keg, you got to have a bag of
Animal House,
Solo cups.
they had just beer cans.
I thought they were just using beer cans, but I thought they had cups too because they had
Remember
kegs.
you crushed it.
No, but they had the clear cups.
Remember
because
Gucci?
Yeah, of course I do. But they had a keg too.
Yeah,
and
they
whenever
did
you have a
kegs,
keg,
too.
they had the clear plastic
That was the other
cups.
thing was cakes.
But Solo came along and said, "We're gonna make those better." How did we get off?
We got off on a tangent.
Yeah,
we could probably end this, but it was just mainly about what I was trying to get at is, even wines and drinks are making their comebacks.
Wine has become like the drink of choice for just about all of the millennials.
Well, wine has become a drink of choice in the recent times.
Yeah, in the past
because
20
in
years.
our age of growing up,
We didn't drink
90s,
wine.
you know, when we were growing up,
Yeah.
wines
That's old
were like
people.
your parents' drinks.
Yeah.
And they were the sophisticated people's drink.
Yeah, it's not like that anymore.
Like you couldn't drink wine if you're not sophisticated enough.
If you didn't know anything, you couldn't drink wine and appreciate
If not,
it.
then you were just...
and that's kind of the point of this blog. And I'm
If
going to
not,
tell
then
you
you were just like
what I've
an
learned.
uncultured...
Right. If you don't know anything about wine,
person.
you have no culture. And if you don't have culture, then you can't drink wine. But that's some bullshit. And I am here to disprove all of that. Because the thing is, what I've learned through the years is that wine is subjective. And even wine experts don't agree on what's good and what's not. And sometimes you can do a blind taste test with these wine experts and put a shitty bottle of wine, like a $10 bottle of wine, in front of them and have them taste it and be like, oh, this is so amazing. It's beautiful. It's got these beautiful notes in it and it's so velvety smooth and blah, 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 all the bullshit stuff, right? And then they realize that they just said that about a $10 wine. They're like, oh, that it must be a special bottle. And you're like, no, it's not. It's just a good wine for $10. And you can find those every single day. You can buy lots of good wine under $20. Under $20.
I'm not going to take away from people who are trained in this industry, though.
No, in fact, some of the best ones will tell you that it's a
have
subjective
to go through so
thing.
much training to understand what grapes are. Just like if a chef had to figure out what things tasting wise. I'm not going to take that away.
No.
But point being, if you have a taste bud,
your taste bud's going to be different
you
from
can
somebody
drink
else's.
wine. I mean,
right? Absolutely.
So
if you've got taste buds in your mouth, you can appreciate wine.
You can tell when something's sweet. You can tell when something's sour. You can tell when something's dry.
Like.
You can tell when something is a dessert drink or a one to drink with some food. You can tell when something doesn't taste good at all.
Yeah, the bottom line is you like what you like because your taste buds tell you what your mouth likes and what your brain likes and what your heart likes, right? So
just because she could say she likes this wine, I could be completely opposite.
I expect him to say he doesn't like it every time.
Like, what are you tasting?
What is that? Ah! Now, here's the thing. I will tell you that you should start with a lighter wine, like a white wine. And a lot of people start with like a white Zinfandel because it's an easy wine to like. But that's like your gateway wine to get to the good wines, right? Because there's a lot of really good wines along the way. Doesn't mean you have to stop liking the white Zinfandel ever. A lot of people still like the white Zinfandel.
Or
that Behringer would not be as famous as they are today if they didn't have the white Zinfandel that all the ladies used to drink. So, but you get a palate for wine as you go.
Well, just know that all wines are not created equal.
No, they are not.
So just because you tried one Chardonnay and decided yourself, I would never have a Chardonnay again. Don't ever say that because remember, each one of those grapes were grown somewhere different.
Yes.
And
the winemakers
depends on what they put in the soil.
Depends
on whether they put it in a barrel.
Yes.
Depends on what they've done with it.
Yes.
How they cultivate it. How long has that land been cultivated before they start making the wines? So just because one Chardonnay is not your cup of tea.
Every year is going to be different too.
Just because one Chardonnay is not your cup of tea, try another Chardonnay.
Here's a fun fact. Whenever they have the crazy wildfires in California, all the soot and smoke in the air affects the grapes.
Or
so
what if they have to pull the grapes early?
Maybe they have to do that too, and that can affect the flavor of the grapes. So each year of like say this is a 2019 Pinot right here, right? Well, what about the 2020 version of that? What is that going to taste like? It won't be the same.
The age for wet reds as well. So like
some of them actually get better with years,
and some of them have been noted as, oh, that was a good year.
Yeah, because if you've ever had it, then you know it's a good year.
That's what it means when they say it's a good year. But obviously, when you're going to a older wine that's been aged and it is considered a good year, the more money you're going to pay for something like that, because
that's very
obviously
true.
It's going to be the rarity, like no one's going to be able to go to the liquor store today and going, I'm going to give you a 1952 Merlot. And
they won't do that. They get a cab maybe.
Good searching on that, because really you're not going to find that in.
Well, you're not going to find that in a regular wine store.
You're going to have to go to some special place to figure that out. And then go with your pocketbook.
So listen, that brings me to a really important point. When you're going to the liquor store or the wine store to get your wine, you don't have to worry about spending a lot of money. I mean, because they don't have a whole lot in there that's going to be like the special reserve. If they do, it's going to be somewhere off to the side. So just go check out the different regions. Most of the wine places have the wines divided up in different regions. So we should probably do themes. I'm thinking we should do themes and go to the wine world and go check out all the different regions.
I already told you what my thinking is. Just it's just go down the aisle and do an eeny, meeny, miny, mo, pick one up. Don't even
Or
look at it.
ask the person
Don't
behind the
even,
counter.
no, I say don't even look at it.
Just grab one and just go.
Just go. Okay, this is it. And just
Yeah.
give it a go.
And of course, I always say, don't spend more than $25 on a bottle of wine. This one was much more expensive, but I did not pay for that. If it's a gift, it's totally it's free range, whatever you want to do.
To make it fun, we should make a wheel.
Yeah.
Spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel.
On the letters of the alphabet, and whatever it lands on is the name of the wine. Like if it lands on T, go find something that
starts with a T. And if we're doing like a certain region,
the only one's going to get rare is
if
if it starts with U or a Z. That'd be challenging. That'd be challenging. Not looking for the grape, because that'd be difficult because there's not really many letters in the alphabet as all grapes. But everyone has titles, so if you just spin the wheel, and then you should create one. You should create a wheel.
Create a wheel. Just make a wheel.
And just go. We're going to go find next week.
One.
Next week we're going to go find a letter, whatever.
And see.
Just go find. It's got to be a letter.
We got to travel down to Total Wines.
Letter U. You got to go find something that says like umbrella or something like that.
Oh yeah, we could probably find something that says something like that.
Or unicorn.
Can
you imagine a wine be called unicorn?
Oh my gosh, I want to name a wine unicorn.
The wine be called unicorn.
I want to name a wine unicorn. That would be fun. If I was making wine, I would definitely have a unicorn.
Or a wine called Rainbows and Unicorns.
Oh my God, Daddy, that's $1 million idea.
It would be all sparkly all over.
We'd have different sparkles on the inside of the wine. That'd be so fun.
And it'd be a red blend.
Or a white blend.
Or a cross between the two.
Oh my gosh, what if we had one called birthday cake?
Or what if it was a red blend, white blend, chocolate related?
No.
Unicorn.
That's fun. That's a unicorn wine. I've never heard of one. So much fun. So, all right. So this one.
Or what do they call a wine 2020?
That one would taste like shit and dirt. Shit and dirt 2020. Thanks for playing. Glad you made it to 2021. Jesus. God. No, Denny. No. No, we would call that one hopelessness. That's what that one would be called. 2020 hopelessness.
Or we call it here's to 2021. Bye.
Bye. Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, we took way too much time. We got to end this.
I know. Look, it's 5:42. Jesus, Denny. 42 minutes. Come on. But this is a good one, and it was totally worth it. Wait. Don't drink it. Ah! This doesn't sound as good as the lead crystal one, so. I like it when we do the wine tastings with the crystal glasses. They sound better when we clink the glasses. They're very much nicer.
I think it's time to go.
Okay, so listen. If you guys like watching us be stupid and crazy on this podcast, it's not a podcast, on this channel, please hit this little button down here and subscribe to our channel so that you get notifications every time we put out a new video, which we do this every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Central. So come back and check with us next week at the same time. We're going to be checking out a different wine every week. So thank you so much for hanging with us. And we know this one was a long one today, but it was the first one of 2020 for us. And it's my birthday month, so we're very excited. And we really like this wine. Daryl Rex Groom DRG 2019 Pinot Noir Magnum, actually, special edition. So if you go on to Naked Wines, you can find it there and pick up a bottle of your own. Maybe it won't be that 1.5 liter bottle that we have, but I'm sure they have something. I don't know. But anyway, we'll see you guys next week. Take care. Happy 2021. We look forward to a fabulous new year with you guys, and we'll see you right here next week. And don't forget, like what you like. We'll see you next time. Bye.